Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the precipice of one of the biggest shows in our company's history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the go-home edition of Pride before Overdrive Championship Wrestling takes its talents overseas to the land of the rising sun. Next week, we will invade... we probably shouldn't say invade because we're in the United States. Next week, we will be in Japan for one of our biggest shows ever. Ladies and gentlemen, you should know who we are by now. I'm Stanley.
So when I say it, you don't say anything, but when you say you want to be PC, well, you need a dick. OCW invasion next week. Lock the fuck in. Alright, but before that, we got Pride. Alright, you know how Pride goes. It's not always the best, but lately they've been the better show.
It's always the best. It's always been the better show.
That's not true at all. It's not true. You know that's not true.
It's very
true. It's genuinely not a true statement. But lately they've been putting on better shows because he's a star merchant, but he likes to call me one, which is crazy work. But that enough being said, we got to lock in. We got to get to it. He's got a card to read. He's got to introduce himself. All that good stuff. So yeah, do that.
You call me a star merchant. You're a star for it. Anyways, as I was saying, my name is Stanley Brewer, manager of Champion, operative of Overdrive Pride.
That's why you call me
this guy trying to interrupt me right here. His name is Elias Storm, a 2.5D PNG of power. Elias, a lot of things happened over on your show. We would like to once again offer a hefty congratulations to Mr. Joe Hendry, the new international champion, and of course, very much a big congratulations to Sabrina Wolf winning her first match. But that was glory. This was Pride. And before we get into an absolute blockbuster of a card that we have for tonight, we got to go to the land of social media right quick. Not much going on, but enough that it constitutes us doing this fancy transition that we paid a lot of money for. Thank you very much for putting that up, Craig, whatever the fuck your name is. Anywho.
Don't be rude.
Anywho, last week, Zoe Stark once again was a victim of an interruption. Of course, originally it was Mia Yim. Of course, Mia Yim's interruption did not harm Zoe Stark in the long run, as she still won that match. But last week, being interrupted by Raquel Rodriguez. So Zoe obviously not happy about that. So she took the blue sky and said, "Once again, people taking liberties in my matches. Raquel, you'll be hearing from me after Japan." So obviously Zoe's got word for Raquel, but probably has her mind elsewhere this week. And you know, again, when Mia Yim interrupted Zoe Stark, Zoe went right to the source, went right up to her, asked for an explanation. And you know what? We've seen a different side of Mia Yim since then. Maybe we'll see a bit of rejuvenation from Raquel. And Raquel does have a big match tonight, but we will get into that momentarily. And then, of course, the greatest Blue Sky account of all time, my account. I had a number of announcements to make, and now you're hearing them here on Overdrive Pride. So first off, the final match. Match number 5 in the best of 5. Moose, after being down 2-0, has charged all the way back. So therefore, match number 5 will open Pride's Japan show next week, and it will be inside Hell in a Cell. This is the equivalent of fucking Godzilla going up against Zilla, or like Mothra. It's gonna be an absolute kaiju fight. You don't want to miss that. But that's not all. We've already announced Galactic Title match. We're still waiting on Kenny Omega and the stipulation, as well as a potential Prideful Women's Championship match. But now, let's throw the U.S. title in there. Kyle Fletcher, who pulled off the performance of a lifetime last week in the gauntlet match, going from number 1, pinning everybody, including the U.S. champion MJF. He will get his shot at the United States title in Japan. And as a little appetizer for our Japan trip, we have a special internet title match tonight. And you will see that when we get into the card. But before we get into the card, we mentioned the Prideful Women's Championship. Well, last week Bayley said she wanted to open up the show regarding the future of the Prideful Women's title. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go backstage where she is standing by with our camera crew. Quite a name for a situation, but I get it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh!
Wonder where she got that idea from.
No idea.
It's okay, we're friends. I'll let it slide.
Well, hey, that was kind of mean. But
Oh,
what she said, shut up. What she says goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight will be a 4-way swing between Io Sky, Hikaru Shida, Mia Yim, and Zoe Stark. As Bailey mentioned, all 4 of them in recent memory do have some kind of a victory under their belt. Zoe had 2 bounce-back victories following her match against Bailey. Mia Yim had a victory in a showcase match not too long ago, as well did Hikaru Shida, and of course Io Sky beating Shelton Benjamin and then defeating Zoe Stark last week. So now a 4-way swing to determine who will face Bailey for one of Pride's top prizes in Japan. But ladies and gentlemen, we have indigestion,
upset stomach, diarrhea.
I have indigestion. I hope you have it too, so we can suffer together. But we also have a card to run down. I told you it would be a treat for the internet title, and indeed it is. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome free agent Minoru Suzuki. Murder Grandpa will take on the cold-hearted handsome devil Hook, making his second title defense that will open up the show tonight. And then our second match, Kyle Fletcher has a date with MJF in Japan, but beforehand, he and his tag team partner, Kenosuke Takeshita, Proto Shida, they will take on MJF and his FYEC stablemate, L.A. Knight, yeah, in a tag team match. And then at the midway point, Wesley is coming off a huge victory over multi-time champion Sheamus, and he will face the man that will go head-to-head against his professor, Seth Rollins. Wesley will be our halfway match tonight. And then post-intermission, a match that will have implications down the line. Generations, Mickie James and Roxanne Perez, had a brain fart there, will face the newly formed Ivy Nile and Raquel Rodriguez, who are going under the name of Power. The winner of this match will be the first Pride team to challenge whoever wins the OCW Women's Tag Team Championship match in Japan. Date for that match is to be determined. Elias and I will have to work that out. And then our semi-main event, Rusev has seen a couple of struggles since coming to Overdrive Pride, despite some absolutely emphatic and implosive victories. He told me he wants to take on the world. And while I can't give him the world, we did agree it'll be Rusev versus the world. He will beat a gauntlet turmoil match where he will try to outlast 9 other competitors. I said he was crazy. He said, no, I am Bulgarian. We'll see if Rusev can bring back that killer instinct he once had in the international title scene. Elias, what were you saying?
Then Kyle Fletcher just mollywopped his ass like last week.
I mean, I said
that?
Rusev's had struggles. I mean, he did come out the gate and beat fucking Dragunov.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, he was just in the gauntlet last week where he got mollywopped. And so now he's just like, all right, fuck it. I want fucking 4 more guys.
He wants to prove himself. He wants to reawaken that Bulgarian killer instinct that he once had, in an age gone by. That's the whole point. He wanted it. I thought it'd be entertaining and draw money, so therefore we are doing it. And then
was it 7 Garys?
No, it's not. That would actually be really funny. Like, he pins Gary, and then Gary's music hits again. Gary has to, like, drag his body back into the ring. Like, it's not even 7 Garys, it's just Gary 7 times. And he's gotta keep, like, dragging himself back in. That would be fucking funny. But sadly, Gary is still dead. He's still in the Shadow Realm. Don't worry, buddy, we'll come for you eventually. Anywho, and as we already mentioned, the main event of the evening, the 4-way swing to determine the #1 contender to the prideful Women's Championship. Of course, Bayley making this match because Athena still relatively quiet about when she'll be cashing in, but we know she's been lurking in the shadows and she has been watching Bayley very, very closely since OCW came back on the airwaves. It's only a matter of time, but I think at this point,
bad booking on my part.
It's not my decision, bitch. It's Athena's decision. What the fuck do you mean? Bad booking. I can't book shit if she's not gonna fucking cash in.
All I know is
Dickhead.
When Miro won Break the Ceiling, Miro was like, yo, bitch, you on a clock. And then he kept defending the international title, then he lost the international title. He said, all right, fuck it, run me my world title match. I was like, all right, bud, you got it. Oh, I guess.
Well, #1, Miro was still international champion when he challenged. And #2, Athena also said, hey, you're on the clock. But I think that's the mind game here, is that we don't know how long the clock's gonna run, That's the whole thing.
Yeah, until Break the Ceiling at fucking WrestleMania, which is not gonna end well for her.
Well, not she has to cash in for a show. Dem's the rules. But
yeah, no, but like, what was she gonna cash in at the 11th hour? Be like, all right, cool, I just wanted my WrestleMania match, like she's fucking Daniel Bryan, and then so yeah, I'm not cashing in until WrestleMania. Mark Henry injured. I was like, huh? You're a liar.
Hey, listen, if that's what she wants to do, she holds the Break the Ceiling briefcase. It's her right to do it, okay? Listen, we hoed her. She had to sit with that shit for a year and a half, not able to do anything. She has till WrestleMania. It's out of my control, so don't hurl your fucking insults at me. Because just like Snitsky, it's not my fault.
We're gonna open the show with Murder Grandpa beating Hook to continue the streak of internet champions not being able to defend that bitch more than twice.
No, in fact, I think Hook is gonna choke the life out of Murder. Well, not literally, because I don't want Suzuki's never going to die. Like they're gonna send Suzuki to hell to clean out hell. Like Suzuki's gonna ascend, but then Wrestling Jeebus is gonna be like, listen, we got some really bad guys down in Super Hell. We're gonna send you down there so you can deal with them. Look, you could put Minoru Suzuki out there in the middle of a battlefield.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal call. Like, shit, I was like, wait, he's not in the fucking game. That's the best call I've seen.
Now, I was very, very happy because I downloaded this last night. Like, I was very, very happy with what I saw.
What's the shit?
Minoru Suzuki, this is his OCW debut. Of course, he's been terrorizing promotions all around Japan for years. But thanks to AEW, is now known to a worldwide audience. This is a man who looks so unassuming on the outside, but is one of the most ferocious, dangerous men on God's green earth. Suzuki, I mean, I'm convinced Suzuki could kill a man with a chop. Now, he had that match with Chris Jericho where all they did for 15 uninterrupted minutes was slap the shit out of each other. And you know what? That match was high art. I know it's come during one of Jericho's, like, you know, worst runs of his career, but that match was fucking high art. Also, if Jericho was just on TV a little less, the gimmick would be perfectly fine. I actually like, you know, Jericho's whole I act like the baby face, but I'm really the bad guy.
I haven't seen Jericho on TV to admit it.
Well, yeah. Now he's been off for a while, but like everyone's problem was that he was on like every week.
Too much, yeah. I think he's on tour with Fozzy right now. I know they just made that new song that sounds like it's AI baby.
I think you're right. I think he's on tour with Fozzy. But yeah, that match with him and Suzuki where they just slapped the dog shit out of each other. That was one of the first times I showed my girlfriend AEW, and she was just like, "Is this what most matches are like?" I'm like, "No, this is the outlier, and this is fucking amazing." Ladies and gentlemen, the cold-hearted, handsome devil, the man who saved the Internet Championship, winning it off of Austin Theory, made his first successful defense last week against Johnny Overdrive. And now an incredibly tough test against a man who I'm sure his dad would have loved to tie it up with. Ooh, indigestion. As we said, Suzuki, a very, very, very dangerous man, but Hook, equally as dangerous and twice as handsome. But we talk about Hook having a murderous gaze. Well, Suzuki invented the murderous gaze. That was the most "I'm going to kill you and your family" fist pump I've ever seen. And Hook staring up at the lights for just a second, but besides that, not breaking his gaze from Suzuki. This match is going to come down to who has the killer instinct. Ladies and gentlemen, Overdrive Pride, first match, it starts. God damn it. Come the fuck on! Right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and these two tying it. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We getting fucking mat wrestling. We getting chain wrestling. Let's fucking go. Control that wrist, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. I'm marking out. I don't give a shit. This is awesome. And Hook, as we've always said, control the wrist, control the whole body. And Hook immediately taking it. Oh, but Suzuki saying, "Hey, been doing this since you were shitting your britches." Did they have like a match? Like I think like Noah or something had like a match on a train recently, and Suzuki straight up pulled out a gun.
What?
It was either like Noah or it was like DDT, but like Suzuki had some kind of like match where like they were on a train. Like maybe it was one of those like weird cinematic matches, and like that was how they got like from, I guess, place to place. But yeah,
so there was a bullet train match 2 years ago.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I thought it was more recent.
No. So according to our Squared Circle Reddit thread, DDT has announced a match on the bullet train with Murray Suzuki.
Now, speaking of
2 years ago.
And speaking of Suzuki, I think he just got busted open. Hook absolutely bringing it to Suzuki right now, which I think is definitely the right choice. Suzuki, a man who knows no fear. You have to show no fear when going against this man. And Suzuki got Hook. Oh, but Hook had that scouted. Those long limbs coming in handy. Oh, Hook. Oh, I thought he was about to scrape the back. Into a German suplex, and Suzuki's got to roll out. But the
And
cold-hearted...
then again in 2024. So maybe they did it in 2023 and 2024.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's probably the one I'm thinking of. And Hook, continuing his pursuit. Suzuki, though, he's got some pretty long legs himself. Oh, and Suzuki going up. I don't know if he... Oh, now turning around. And I don't know what Hook's endgame was right there, but Suzuki clocked the shit out of him. Now a deluge of blows. Oh, right to the head, and now to the knee, now to the stomach. Suzuki working over every part of Hook's body right here. On a suplex by Suzuki. He makes that look so easy.
The reason that Minoru became a pro wrestler is because Inoki lost to Hulk Hogan in the finals of the IWGP League.
Wait, did that piss them off that much?
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna become a wrestler and get revenge. That's the reason Minoru Suzuki was a wrestler.
And who says kayfabe isn't a wonderful thing? Did he ever get that match with Hogan?
Fuck no.
Damn. Diving crossbody. Hook, not high risk that often, but when he does, he nails it. Oh, Suzuki, though, out at one. He cares not for your high-flying capabilities. Now the slaps by Suzuki. Oh, mistiming the grapple right there, but Suzuki staying on the offensive. Some stiff shots. Oh, my God. Look at the blood oozing from Suzuki's head. A Hook. Nice clothesline. Up and now working the arm. Fujiwara armbar could come in handy right here. Oh, and now some punches of his own. You know, he learned those on the streets of Queens. And Hook taking a moment to breathe, but also calculating his next move. And a clothesline. And another clothesline. He's tazzing up. Oh, and just a straight up right hook to the face of Suzuki. And again, going back to the arm. I think the Fujiwara armbar, I think that's going to be the move right here. But of course, the red rum can work anytime. Oh, crucifix bomb by Suzuki to capture the internet. No. Very smart move by Suzuki, but not enough. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Right on the back of Suzuki's head. And Hook stalking.
Suzuki out here pulling out moves that Bret Hart would absolutely hate.
Red rum.
Oh,
Red
red
rum
rum.
locked in. Red rum locked in. This is almost 100% guarantee. Is Suzuki going to tap? Is Suzuki going to tap? Oh, yes, he does. Suzuki taps. One red rum's all it takes. And Hook, 2 successful internet title defenses. He says, give me that shit. I earned it.
Good job.
And Hook tapping out one of Japan's all-time greats to open up Overdrive Pride. That match was awesome. That was an absolute treat. Matches like that is why we invented this fucking company in the first place. I fucking marked out that whole fucking thing. That was awesome.
100%. Apparently, Bret Hart has been talking about recently how he hates guys that hurt each other for real. Like, he does not, he's not a fan of chops. He says, who's ever want to fight with chops?
Minoru Suzuki. Ric Flair. Charlotte Flair.
Brody King.
Brody King. I mean, I haven't seen much of his work, but Stan Lane was a big motherfucker. I'm sure he has. Gunther? That used to be one of his, like, signatures. When he had his match with Ciampa in 2021, 2?
Right.
When the UK title was still a thing. They built the whole match around Gunther's shop. At one point, he went for it
Yeah.
and missed on the announce desk, and it split like the little like marquee at the top in half. Like, so plenty of guys, you know.
I'd say he's sweet.
But like Brett wrestled in Japan, didn't he? Or was he kind of just a Vince lifer? Well, I say lifer. I know all those guys came from the territories, but
I don't think Brett wrestling. I know Owen did.
but it's also like, you know, your dad is fucking Stu Hart, who puts you through the most physically intense shit you've ever experienced. Like,
Yeah.
huh? I mean, granted, you know, he's teaching you like wrestling, maybe not so much the whole chop part, but like when he says like hurt each other for real, I'm thinking he's talking about like deathmatch wrestling, which to each their own on that.
He was talking about, why did I wake up after a match with Slayer and my chest was hurting? Doesn't even know it's supposed to be a show. But what's really crazy to me is that two of the best Japanese pro wrestlers of the late fucking 50s, 80s trained Bret Hart. Like, Katsuji Adachi and Kazuo Sakurada trained Bret, and they were both strong style wrestlers.
Yeah, that's what Japan's wrestling's like built around. Like, the ring is like 10 times stiffer because it's meant to be more of like an actual like kind of combat sport over there. You know, it's still a draw, a spectacle, but it's supposed to be treated more like actual like physical deal over there. It's not quite like the big entertainment like whatever that it is over here. Yeah, that's a weird take.
Brett be breading sometimes. Anyway, moving on, because we got shit to do. Tag team action with the random pair that is LA Knight and one
It's not
Maxwell
random, they're in the
Jacob
same
Friday.
faction.
What faction are they? Oh,
Forever
you
Your
still
Empire
thinking
Club.
faction? You still thinking faction frenzy is a real thing? Um,
And there's MJF coming out with that United States Championship. Something he might not hold for much longer, of course. Maxwell been holding the shot for a shot showcase over the past few weeks, and kind of the sad thing is that every shot for shot, they've managed to get him in a match. Granted, it's been like Claudio and now Kyle Fletcher. But to MJF's credit, he did successfully defend against Claudio Big Stromboli. And of course, that champion's aura makes it to where he now teleports into the ring so that LA Knight can come out to his really cool entrance. But again, as we talked about earlier in the show, you know, Kyle Fletcher went through hell. One of the greatest performances that OCW has ever seen to earn his title shot. And now we might learn a little bit more about where Fletcher aligns when it comes to Konosuke Takeshita and his alliance with Karrion Kross. But of course, we can't just skip over the megastar, LA Knight. He was one of Pride's protected picks, but sadly, just couldn't quite get any momentum going pre-hiatus. But of course, joining up with MJF and Ace Empire to form Forever Your Empire Club. Of course, performing in faction.
I love how you still call it that.
That's its kayfabe name.
You're welcome.
But that's not its shoot name.
it doesn't matter. I gave you that name.
I mean, I've given you like 15 names for tag teams, so you know I'd say we're even. But it's up to you guys to figure out what the shoot name for FYEC is. If you know me, it shouldn't take very long. But Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, Proto Shida, of course, these two guys, you know, probably two of the fastest rising superstars in the game right now. Takeshita, of course, very recently revealed to be the right-hand man to Karrion Kross, who's not here this week. In fact, Takeshita and I'm guessing Fletcher, I'm guessing they're in it together, only representatives of that little clique present on Overdrive this week, and it will be the Protostar and MJF to start off this match. A little sneak preview of what we could be seeing next week, and MJF.
Yeah, but for those of you who are unaware, the shoot name for FYE is Fuck You Edna Mode. Stanley's a really big fan of capes, so he doesn't appreciate her.
But wait, who?
Edna Mode,
I
the costume designer from The Incredibles, because she hates capes and you love capes. Like the no cape short lady. Like when Bob goes get his new
I
fit.
know you're talking about now. I haven't watched The Incredibles in years. But no, that's
I watched Incredibles 2 like 3 months ago. It's a great movie.
I kept hearing conflicting things about Incredibles 2. I heard some say, it's really good, it's good as the first. Others said it was disappointing. I just never got a chance to go see it.
They're just mad that Elastigirl is the main character.
Why? Bob was the main character in the last one.
Right. That they're mad that a woman was away from her family trying to be her own person.
I mean, but that's how marriage and relationships work. That's just part of the give and take.
Well, yeah, you get that, Elias. His friend Stanley.
Great save. Yeah, you get that, Elias. Is friend Stanley. Speaking of friends, some good friendship action right there. Fletcher and Takeshita. Now Takeshita working over LA Knight. Takeshita did have a match last week. Morphle fell short. Oh, coast to coast.
Oh,
God, that's like seeing
that's
someone
so
that's not Shane do that, and especially without the trash can. Pretty fucking sick.
Oh, when Woods randomly started doing it during the pandemic, I was like, oh, okay.
And somehow, LA Knight gets the tag right there. Looked like Takeshita had that blocked. But Knight, the veteran instinct, veteran present, knows how to get around a block or two. Oh, now Takeshita feeding MJF to Kyle Fletcher. Oh, and look at that. Look at that move right there. These two operating on the exact same page, but they haven't missed a beat. Oh, Fletcher. Super kick. And MJF having to roll out the ring. Oh, and Fletcher was almost looking for the Snapdragon right there. MJF finally fighting back, and oh my goodness, Saito suplex. That's probably like one of my that and like a good like fisherman like suplex. So like, those are my favorites. And now these two guys, who in 1 week's time will be fighting for the U.S. title overseas in Japan. MJF trying to get Fletcher tied out on the outside. And remember, it is a 10 count in Overdrive Pride. A joint manipulation. MJF trying to go for the cheat victory, which, funnily enough, would actually be a change of the status quo. Because MJF... Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, no. Greg, put up the replay. He was going to climb in the ring and he like stutter stepped. The universe engine fucked me on that. No, that's bullshit. No, fuck you. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Oh my god.
Now you know how I feel. Get first.
Like I was just bringing, like I was trying to be like, oh, MJF has actually fought these guys and hasn't done the cheap heel stuff. Well, a couple times, but not as much. Not only did he do the heel stuff, which is actually really good character work, but fuck. You know, you're right, Elias. This is a great fucking game. This universe engine is fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. Just 6 out of 5. 12 out of 7. Fuck! Because that was just getting good. That was going to be a fucking... Alright, well, you know what? You know what'll make me feel better? Our camera crews are telling me that right now, Kenny Omega is backstage, walking to the stage with Wesley for this upcoming match. Apparently, Kenny is finally going to make his big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right back there. All right.
He dead named him.
Still dead naming. He's been doing this for weeks.
Ah.
Ooh. Yeah, some better than this, I'm sure.
Some way worse.
Yep.
You're a little early on that name, Kenny.
Oh my?
Okay.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
Can we even call that retro? I guess so.
I mean, it came out in, what, 2014? No, 2017. Yeah, that's almost 10 years ago.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now know the stipulation. It will be the first ever retro match, which, checking my messages from Kenny that he just sent me in between the... oh my god, that towel looks so fucking good. Fucking look at that shit. Kenny sent to me in between the time between that promo and getting up here to the ramp. So a retro match is, I mean, it's just a wrestling match, just in a different universe engine. And Kenny picking a very, very familiar engine, that in Fire Pro Wrestling World, as Elias mentioned, released in 2017. A wrestling game that primarily used wrestlers from New Japan, which of course, you know, Kenny was in it end of the time. You know, he and Kojo, you know, were so, you know. So wow. New champ and a new stipulation. Kenny Omega, ironically enough, not playing games when it comes to his championship reign. Also not playing games, man. That is a fucking... that is a fucking too sweet of an entrance. Wesley could earn... we say this a lot, but we mean it this time. Could earn the biggest victory of his career right here, but he's got to go through the savior of Overdrive Pride, the first ever draft pick, two-time Galactic champion, walking around like he still owns the place. Very weird not seeing him with the title around his waist. Seth motherfucking Rollins. I wonder what's going through his mind. I mean, because Seth do play games. Like he does play games, but
he's an avid fan of Madden.
But that's the thing. He's a fan of Madden, and correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the Madden fan base doesn't really cross over with the Fire Pro fan base. I'm sure there is some.
Probably does.
But you know, me, I'm a fan of like pretty much any Madden like 13 and below.
I'd say 17 and below.
I take that back, because the only next gen Madden, quote unquote, for like PS4 and shit that I really got into was 16. And that's just because the receiver catching system they added, because that was Odell's year. That shit was so much fun. It made some plays completely busted because you would just do ridiculous shit.
It's Lee.
Oh, Lee hit with a drop kick.
After getting in some cardio, thanks to Seth Rollins.
But it's not the cardio kick. After all, it's the cardiac kick. And Rollins still wearing those tights he rocked at Phoenix Rising. Oh, Wes Lito coming with a stiff punch. You know, again, we've said it over the past number of weeks. Wes, he whiffed right there, and Seth Rollins immediately takes advantage. As we've said, though, past number of weeks, Wes Lee's been slowly adapting that strong style that Kenny Omega's been attempting to implant into his, into his moveset repertoire. I can't. That was legit. That was legit me start like fucking it up when I said that. I wasn't trying to meme. I could not say that word. Oh, Wesley, most devastating move in all professional wrestling. Oh, but here comes Seth. Oh, Wesley says, nope, we're not doing that back and forth shit. That's how Tanahashi wins TV championships. And Lee trying to regain control. Oh, tornado do-da-tuh. Now dropping an elbow, and now the #1 overall pick, Rollins, so to get to his feet. Oh, wait a minute. He might have just go to the min right there. Rollins, oh! Doing that right in front of Kenny Omega, the professor. Oh, wait a minute, though. Power slam. And now Rollins out the ring. Oh, wait, getting back in. Wesley confiding in Omega for a second. Seth going for a jumping something. He got a piece of it. Now swinging neck breaker. And I mean, if you're Seth Rollins, I mean, you still get the title shot no matter what, but you definitely do not want to lose this match right here, because obviously momentum, always the name of the game. And sometimes you can go into a match with negative momentum and win, but that makes it a lot harder because you don't have the same amount of mojo, don't have the same amount of moxie. Wesley, emphatic kick out. And woo! He had to cover some ground on that moonsault, but he gets it. Lee out at 2 again. But again, especially going into a title match, oh, super kick.
Oh, super kick.
Going into a title match,
picking him up, and
you don't want to go in with an L under your belt. You just really don't. Because again,
at least not in a match. More often than not, somebody gets laid out right before a title match, and then they usually end up winning.
Yeah. But Rollins would love nothing more than legitimate victory here. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a pinning combination there.
Rollins
could very well.
Dragging Wesley to the almost middle, right? Right on the L.
Oh, I was about to say, Rollins could just be one move away. Curb stomp.
Far enough away from the ropes. Uno. Dos. Tres.
And a statement victory for Rollins. Wesley did put up a good fight, don't get me wrong, but he couldn't get enough rolling to bust out some of the signature moves. And Seth Rollins, a much-needed victory over the pupil of his future title match guy. The professor having to watch as Wesley falls to the 2-time Galactic Champion. Still a great effort by Lee, but Seth Rollins' experience winning the day right here. One curb stomp, all it took. But I will say, it's going to take more than just a curb stomp to stop Kenny Omega next week. Of course, curb stomp, pedigree, another curb stomp was not enough to stop Omega at Phoenix Rising. And Omega hitting the one-winged angel, all he needed to get the 1, 2, 3 and become the new Galactic Champion. Seth Rollins has...
All I know is that as a person who's played Fire Pro before, it's going to take a lot more than that.
Oh, that match is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be 2.9s every 2 seconds, dude. I'm telling you.
The match is only like fucking 45 minutes.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, the first ever retro match coming next week over in Japan. But for now, we have to move on to a tag team match with potential title implications. Generations versus the newly formed duo of Power. Perez and James versus Rodriguez and Nile. And that's happening right now. If you want a really good laugh, look up. It's from the Super Mega Cast. Just look up Super Mega. Every Seinfeld ever. it was back when both they and Aaron Hansen were actually liked by the internet. But they just did a whole bit where they just pretty much did a bit that would recap every Seinfeld episode. It's like George complaining about menial shit, Jerry being like, oh, we don't want that to happen. And then like Elaine and Kramer back up Jerry being like, you don't want that to happen. And George's like, it happened to me, I'm upset. Also, holy fuck, that was a quick entrance.
Yeah.
Well, Generations wasting absolutely no times, of course. A tag team formed during one of the classic Blind Bandit tournaments. Of course, Roxanne Perez being under the learning tree of the legendary Mickie James. But this team right here earned a victory over Shayna Baszler and Scarlett last week. The duo calling themselves Power. Of course, both these women extremely powerful. Ivy Nile, submission specialist. Raquel Rodriguez with one of the most devastating finishing moves in all of pro wrestling, the Tijuana Bomb. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to take the newbies in this one. As much experience, there is with Mickie James and Perez, and both of them be as good as they are, I think the raw power of these two is ultimately going to win them the day. Because, I mean, how the hell are you gonna kick out when your fucking back gives out from taking a beating from these two?
Yeah, it's a very good point. Ivy now is, referred to as the Pitbull of the WWE, and Raquel Rodriguez is basically the spicy version of Rhea Ripley. So if two people you don't want to meet in a dark alley or a wrestling ring, probably them.
But if you're getting mugged in a dark alley, they're two people you'd absolutely want to see, assuming that they're there to save you from the other people in the dark alley. I don't know. That's a very bloated hypothetical, though.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd probably take like Obafemi and Samoa Joe.
But what if they're not there, Elias? What if these two are your only option?
I'll take the help. But if I had a slew of pro wrestling options, and no offense to the ladies, I'd probably pick two pretty decently sized guys.
Right now, Nile taking the fight to Mickie James. Of course, Mickey's been a staple of Overdrive Pride, of course, being one of the key figureheads in the early days of the women's division. Doing a lot to progress OCW women's wrestling, as she has everywhere else she's ever worked in pro wrestling. Raquel with the cover. And a very, very quick kick out. Mickie James. Well, but James not afraid to get physical and stand right up to Raquel. But again, that raw power of Raquel.
Guys by Raquel.
And Mickie James already busted open, happening right in front of her protege.
Harris looked to her own corner.
And now in the worst spot. Oh, it was. And it was a tag team maneuver school. Double shoulder tackle. An interesting tactic. They let Mickie get the tag. Ivy went right for Roxanne, but Roxanne, the most devastating move in all of professional. It wasn't even a win.
No count. Oh, but Roxanne right up on her. Ooh.
And dropping Nile
Needed
down
it
to
bad.
the knee. Of course, Roxanne, known as the Prodigy, of course, she in the alternate universe has her own spot in Judgment Day.
The referee seems to be frozen in awe.
Because she can't believe two talented women are in the ring in front of her. Oh!
DDT.
Roxanne now
Tagging Mickie, dragging
Up and
tagging Raquel.
Oh, Mickie again, not afraid to get physical.
Going for Mickie James there.
Here's the cover. Oh, one ski.
She gets nothing.
I mean, you have to admire the gusto of Mickie James. Obviously, been around the block a time or two.
Back into Perez.
I don't know.
Rez on the top rope.
I think she's Hall of Fame in multiple companies at this point, yeah?
Shoulder tag. TNA, yes. WWE, not yet.
WWE will be though.
Yes, for sure.
Though a future two-time Hall of Famer. And Raquel, a Hall of Fame level kick out there. Didn't even get a one ski. Of course, the ref was late to come around. And the height differential between Raquel and Roxanne. I'm fucking getting tongue-tied over here. And Raquel taking her time. The slow but powerful offense. Oh, picked up from the ground. Ooh.
She's in neither.
She should be in both. She'll definitely be in TNA. Like, you can't not.
She's a 4-time champ, but like TNA is actually unironically a little bit stricter.
Huh. Strange.
So she might not make it.
Oh, what a move by Roxanne right there, though. Going into the corner. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Going for a tombstone. Could not get it. And Roxanne, I think, yeah, now he's already back on the apron. For a second, though, Roxanne, a smart move, completely isolated Raquel.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Tracy Brooks is in, so maybe, but then again, she was there for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the only women in are Tracy Brooks, Gail Kim, and Awesome Kong. And then Thing, Kurt Angle, Jarrett, Earl Hebner, Abyss, Ken Shamrock, Raven, Rhino, Bob Ryder, who's the co-founder.
Nice.
Team 3D.
3D!
And then John West and Mike Tenay.
Oh, and Mickey James with a mid-kick. This could be it. Indeed. With blood gushing down her face, Mickey James clutches it out for Generations. And they have a tag title opportunity in their future. Of course, they have to wait for the results of the Glory Japan show. But for now, Generations can hold their heads high. Excellent match by both women. Mickey James, though, MVP performance. And again, the blood running down her face. But Generations absolutely getting the job done, doing the finger point. Great match for those two. They have been on an absolute freaking tear. Oh, gastritis. Oh, my back. And neck. And pussy. And crack. Ugh. Speaking of tears, Elias, if Rusev wants to survive this next match, he's going to have to go on an absolute tear. Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever Gauntlet Turmoil match, specifically Gauntlet Turmoil, in the history of OCW, of course, compared to our regular Gauntlet match. A Turmoil match, essentially one person, they try to outlast a certain number of entrants. Rusev wanted to take on everybody. I don't think we're quite ready for a versus the entire roster match yet. Rusev said he wanted to take on the whole world. I told him I could give him a fraction of the world. So Rusev, in a 10-man Gauntlet Turmoil match, will have to outlast 9 men. Can he reawaken that killer instinct? And okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. The only explanation he gave me is that he's Bulgarian. I don't know what that means, except that he's Bulgarian. But Rusev looks to take down 9 other fighters in this match. For most, I'd say it's an impossible task. But even though he got lit up last week, for Rusev, I think it's indeed possible. In fact, it's so possible that he teleported to the ring because he's that excited.
Who will be the first man to step? Well, which one is it?
Someone from the Profits.
Is it the power or is it the speed?
It is the
It's
power.
the power.
The man who won the episode 30 Royal Rumble and challenged Seth Rollins for his Galactic title. One half of the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, man who takes 2,000 back bumps every single day. Indigestion. Not an easy task to start the day for the Bulgarian Brute. Also, I love because that attire, I think that's based off of like their One Piece gear from Mania.
Admiral gear, yeah.
Yeah, I love that that's in this fucking game. That is so damn cool. So Rusev's got 9 men to pull through, and one of them is up right now. And Rusev, conquer the world. And Rusev wasting absolutely no time. Usually the strategy in these kinds of matches when you're first in the gauntlet match is to pace yourself. But we saw last week Kyle Fletcher was 0 to 100 for the first portion against Bobby Roode, and then got more strategic as the match went on. Maybe that's the strategy that Rusev adopts here. Rusev deadlifting into a powerbomb. Here's the cover. And Dawkins out very, very quickly, but Rusev already back on the attack. Imagine if he just gets like 9 straight fucking accolades. / game over / well, we call it game over accolade. And Dawkins now, height and size-wise, actually able to stand pretty toe-to-toe with Rusev. Well, Rusev, though, showcasing his strength, pushing him back into the corner. Rusev tried to go for some overhand, doesn't get it. Dawkins now. Oh, Rusev blocks. Oh, whatever Rusev had plans, Dawkins had scouted. Oh, what a step up enziguri. And Rusev's got to roll out. Oh! What a kick to the back of the neck. Surprised Dawkins is still up. And drops Rusev face first on the apron. Dawkins trying to make sure Rusev doesn't even make it to number 2. And referee now at the count of 3. Oh, Dawkins. Gonna risk it all. Ooh, broken broom handle off the top rope. And that's really kind of the thing with this match, is that everybody else, especially later participants who are going to be coming... Oh, spear! Spear! Later participants who are going to be coming out, super fresh, they can just fucking go fucking all out and just really go for it. Rusev, unfortunately, does not have that advantage. Bulgarian Brute.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to play super conservative at this point. The Bulgarian Brute has allegedly up to 9 men to realistically go through. But Montez Ford's best friend, Angelo Dawkins, is making sure that he might not make it that far.
Dawkins a big boot. I wonder what his shoe size is. Probably big.
Dawkins probably 15, 16.
Yeah, like that. You know what they say about big shoes? Big personality. And Rusev possibly regretting the... oh, wait, maybe not yet. Doing whatever that is into a headbutt. Now, wicked clothesline. Another wicked clothesline. Rusev heating up. And now I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to roll over Dawkins. No, instead just going punches to the face. There's the cover after a physical assault.
1.
Oh, not even a 2.
Near enough. Yeah.
And Rusev could very well be in trouble early. What a gut wrench, though.
Over the cover
Cover
again.
The referee slapping Dawkins.
Slapping Dawkins in the face. Racism.
Oh, what a
Clothesline.
clothesline. Now Dawkins
Cover.
to put it away. Oh, Rusev out at 1. Now Dawkins delivering some punches of his own. Getting very... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dawkins looking for it. And there it is.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Oh! And everything was almost lost right there by Rusev. But he manages to kick it. Oh my goodness. A modified version of the Accolade, it looks like. Is Rusev going to tap? Nah, why would he? Oh, Rusev trying to go for the legs. Oh, trying to, now stopping the legs. Trying to take away some of Dawkins' offense. Slow him down a little bit. Oh, clothesline. Rusev, though, not really getting anything set up. Not really been able to set up the Accolade or anything. Oh, now Dawkins sweeping the leg, and he's setting up again. Calling Rusev up. Into a power bomb. Well, this was a waste of everybody's time.
Yep.
And Angelo Dawkins takes down Rusev. And the struggles for Rusev continue. With Dawkins earning a major singles victory. Dave, you do count that assessment. You really are.
Yep.
Well, I now have to question every single thought Rusev has ever had in his life. That was his idea. I'm just saying. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 9 men got a paycheck tonight, and only 1 man had to do the work. I'm going to make sure that Dawkins gets a little bit extra in that check because that's just not fair to him.
Yeah, I mean, all it took was, a silencer, that double underhook, and then just beating up Rusev a little bit more, and Rusev wasted 8 other men's time this week, and ours. But our main event is here. It's the 3 women of Asian/Japanese descent versus Zoe Stark to see who goes to Japan for a title shot.
Don't put it like that. It's every woman for themselves.
I just find it mighty suspicious that.
But all 4 women have won recently, though. That was the motivation.
Yeah. So not only did Bailey steal the concept of this from me.
You fucking stole 3-way dance and 4-way swings from me to begin with. I don't want to hear it. It's a give. It's a take and take. Our whole relationship has been take and take. Yes.
No. The first ever 4-way swing in company history was me. That's why I was the Champions Ballot 4-way swing, bitch. Correct yourself. Second, I just recently had a gauntlet match where all the women who won recently were competing to get a title shot. Bailey sees that. She's like, oh, I can't do a gauntlet because then he'll know, so I'll do a 4-way swing. And then we're going to Japan, and 3 Asian women happen to be in this match. Get the fuck out of here.
Because they've all won.
You know who else has won recently? Is it in a match? Athena. Where's Athena?
Well, actually, she hasn't really. Well, not since Post Phoenix Rising has she won.
Yeah, but that's Post Phoenix Rising was 4 weeks ago.
But she's also got she could have fucking cashed in easily.
Yeah. Okay.
She hasn't declared. That's her decision.
I'm gonna borrow the words from my good friend Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Coward. Because you want her to cash in. Give her a fair shot.
She's gonna get her fair shot, which she decides to cash in. It's the one who can get
why can't she earn an opportunity? Yeah, why can't she cash in? Why can't she
hasn't
have the title
earned the
and
opportunity?
Why can't she have the title and the briefcase as extra insurance as Hikaru Shida is stepping foot into the ring?
I feel like the laws of the universe would implode if she was both the champion and held the world champion and held the briefcase. I feel like there's a reason the alternate universe never dared go that route. They almost did. Seth Rollins got to challenge Cena and Lesnar for the title with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
It's just an example. So I'm champion, and in the event I lose, boom, briefcase.
Listen, we're getting into semantics and stupid bullshit that only you care about. We got a hell of a main event lined up.
I think the fans care about too. Micha and Mia Yim stepping foot into the ring.
Of course, Mia Yim made her presence known when she interrupted matches with Zoe Stark multiple times. Eventually, Stark on the eve of Phoenix Rising, giving Mia an opportunity to prove herself. Mia, of course, telling Zoe that she just wants to prove that she is on the same level as Zoe and everybody else. And I feel like Mia Yim definitely has proven that. Had a great match with Zoe, won a showcase match very soon after. This match right here, an ultimate proving ground. Going up against not just Io Sky, established champion in her own right, and someone who's riding a major hot streak, but also against Hikaru Shida, who, much like Mickie James we talked about earlier, has been a staple of OCW, a staple of the Pride women's division. And of course, Mia can not only get a victory over those two, but get a victory over her rival Zoe Stark, looking to climb back into the title picture, but did lose a match to Io Sky last week. And again, there's a lot of mental stuff when it comes to this whole wrestling thing. So hopefully, for Zoe's sake, that loss doesn't slow her down. Ladies and gentlemen, a four-way swing. The winner competes for one of Pride's top prizes, the Prideful Women's Championship. 4 corners, 4 women, 1 action-packed main event. Ring the bell. There we go. And Stark and Shida going after each other, and Mia Yim immediately taking the fight to Io Sky. And a quick cover by Shida, no dice. Diving splash. On Shida, float over to a power bomb. What a maneuver by Hikaru Shida.
Mia and Io and Shida and Zoe seems to be the pairings for the moment. Powerbomb by Io, cover.
And a one ski, but ref late on that cover. Now Shida picking up Zoe. Oh, into a driver. Oh, and Io, what a drop kick. Hitting Mia Yim, who was occupied.
With Io there. Taking full advantage.
And Io, the high rent district, place she calls home. Woman the rope, but even still. Oh, diving to a DDT.
Now, looking at Zoe.
Her former tag team partner.
Io, the only woman standing in the ring.
But Shida, first to
German
grab a weapon.
Suplex bridge.
German bridge.
Cover.
Oh, and only a one ski. And Shida setting up the table. And Shida adopting a pretty popular strategy in 4-way swings. Oh, I don't know what that was, or who hit what, or what was hit by who.
Hikaru Shida hitting what looked like a soul snatcher.
And Io Sky running all the way, going the long way with the shovel, and she gets bashed by the table. She could have gone the shorter route to Zoe. Instead, goes 3/4 of the way all around the ring to get her face bashed.
Yeah, wheelbarrow bulldog bust open Zoe Starks, it appears.
Oh, and Mia tried to get Zoe on her way out, but misses. And now those two are gonna lock it up. Shida.
Oh, Falcon Arrow to Io Sky, and now calling for it.
Shida into another
Power slam there. Leg hook.
out of 2. And now Mia Yim's got herself a Singapore Kane, bashing Zoe with it. Oh, Shovel versus Kane. Shovel versus Kane. Kane wins. Kane wins. Kane wins. All right, come on, guys.
Yeah.
All right, y'all can do whatever, but just don't break the table, okay?
Oh my god.
And this unfolding right in front of us, and Io Sky went fishing for Zoe Stark and instead had her bait taken off the hook. Oh, but now she hits Zoe from behind, right into a kick by Mia Yim. All 4 women right in front of us. I'm very scared for the safety of our announce desk. Hikaru Shida making sure we save a couple of bucks. Thank you, Shida. We appreciate you. And Sky
tried to put Zoe into the steps, didn't work. Eat defeat on the outside. Shout out Gail Kim.
And Io Sky just gonna chill and wait for someone to approach her with the table. Oh, she's got 2 on the hook. Oh, and Shida going for a pin. And out, still no pinfalls.
Who will go through the table?
Roundhouse kick by Zoe. Now Zoe looking to scout. Mia Yim
Mia
gonna roll out.
Outside. Zoe.
The outside, the safest part right now. Oh, Snapdragon!
Doesn't go through the table though.
It brought down the table. It brought down one of the legs, so definitely Shida's head hit the edge of the table on the way down. And there's Zoe with that chair again. Or that table again. Trying to bury
Using
Sky.
the entire table as a weapon.
And the release, German. Oh, now it's Mia and Zoe. These 2 rivals tying it up, but Shida interrupts. And now it's Sky going after Yim. Face slammed onto the table.
There it is, though. Oh.
I think
Stiff shot by Io.
I think Mia Yim just got busted open.
Oh.
What a drop kick.
Drop kick out of nowhere.
And now 2 bodies down.
The table. For the 3rd time now. Will someone finally go through it?
Nope. The ref is actively trying to fuck it up. Craig, can you add like the Scooby-Doo like running sound effect like over that? Thank you.
Alright, Zoe looking for a 360, I was saying. Yep.
And C360 on the Mia. She could be the first fall.
1, 2.
Oh, out at 2.
Oh, no. Mia Yim saying anybody but you, Zoe.
Now
Start looking for the move that injured her.
Up Zoe.
Misses
that drop. Oh, what a pitting combination, but the referee doesn't know where to go. Mountain is high, valley is low, and the ref is confused on which way to go.
Clearly on heroin. With drop kick.
This match has been crazy, and now 3 of the 4 out in front of us again. Now everybody's out here. No pinfalls, just pure carnage so far.
All the pinfalls are going to be back-to-back because everybody's just been beaten today. So.
That's how it works.
Drop
away from the fucking table. Please. We have a budget.
Oh, Crossroads in the pinch.
Oh, and Io, a submission
maneuver, but this is not a fall count anywhere for her.
Guitar looking for the kabonk.
Shida's down.
Broke 5,000 guitars, never drew a dime. And Mia Yim.
Mia the only.
Whoa! She was shaking that ass.
Whoa! Jeff Jarrett disrespect will not be tolerated.
I'm just quoting whoever the fuck said that. It's not true. I know that, but
like, this man's the reason TNA exists.
Wrestling with
Doomsday
Blackjack.
Saito's duplex.
Up and now the shovel. Shida with the shovel. Shida with the shovel. Mia Yim blood all over her face.
Mia Yim has officially been buried and put to rest in this match. Sheeta now. Oh, mission up to driver.
And now Yim having to shamefully pass by Zoe Stark as she limps back to the ring. Not the way she wanted today to end. And now a table separating everything. Table doing some weird shit. The Papa H. Sheeta. Oh my God.
She out of nowhere.
Sheeta.
1, 2.
Another
3. Zoe Stark
pinfall.
is dead. Sheeta with 2 pins. Oh, yeah, with that uppercut though.
It will be a hometown representative. But who's it gonna be?
Io Sky looking to get some distance. And, drop kick. Oh, the knees miss. Oh, Sheeta. Oh, but no. A little too much enthusiasm.
I think she's tired. Definitely has to be winded. As you mentioned, everyone kind of just beating everybody. Oh, this could be it. Io
Sheeta.
rolled in the wrong place. Here's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
Hikaru
Sheeta
Shida.
sweeps the field.
Not 1, not 2, but all 3 pinfalls in this match. And she will face Bailey for the prideful women's
Bowing to the
championship.
grateful OCW Nebula as she books her ticket to next week's show in Japan.
And a big
Are we
smile.
looking at our
Yeah, Dave loves that Joshi shit. Yeah.
new women's champion?
Yeah. You know, Dave loved that Joshi shit. That match was certainly something. It was chaotic. It was brutal. But overall, it was freaking spectacular. A main event for the ages. The women of Pride doing what they do best and kick major ass. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Hikaru Shida, a date with destiny in her home country next week. Whew. Ooh, God, I really thought they were coming for our announce desk at some point, Elias. I really thought they were.
Yeah, I mean, well, at least this is the main event, so there's that.
That
Wouldn't have been as bad.
That is true, but this announce desk, it's lasted for a long time. We had this desk since like pre-hiatus. Like it's like we're nickel and diamond as much as we can with this fucking thing.
Good point. But for now, it survives another week. And we basically know the majority of the field for Japan next week. OCW Invasion presents the raid on Kyoto or something. We'll come up with something catchy.
Yeah, we will. We got time.
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Pride because we've been recording a lot longer than we should have been.
But yeah, to sum up everything in one sentence, Japan trip, we excited, get hype. Yippee, Elias suck.
Well, we know that's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Ask your ex-wife. With that being said,
I don't have
my name,
He's fucking lying.
Elias Storm,
He's
for Stanley Brewer.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
We out.
Elias Storm is a piece of shit. And bye! Elias Storm is a fucking piece of shit.